Hey, what's good, playback? Hey, I watched the playback of the first fight between Charlo and Brian Castano. And noticed when I watched the playback how Brian Castano was stealing rounds when Jermell was more active in the early part, but he got defensively irresponsible in the last minute of certain rounds to where Brian Castano was able to steal rounds. And Charlo is going to have to be mindful of that going into the rematch. I think Brian Castano may use that same strategy, but I think he may have to be a lot more active in the rounds to where the judges won't even consider giving it to Jermell. He has to throw more punches. But I think that with him being more busy in there with Jermell, he's going to open himself up for more opportunities for Jermell to capitalize on with counter punches. Charlo was able to counter Castano pretty effectively when he would open up. So Brian Castano got to be definitely careful of that when he's facing Charlo. The fight is tomorrow night. The weigh-in is today, and it should be a good fight. I'm going to pick Charlo to win this fight. It's really a 50-50 fight. It can go either way, depending on what you're looking at, analyzing the last fight. Cause actually had Castano winning 115, 113. I felt like Charlo didn't really let it all out in the 12th, and Castano wanted it more. That's what I was looking for in the last round. I was like, Jermell need this last round on my scorecard to make it a draw. And it seemed like Castano just wanted it more. But the rematch is here, and I see what Castano needs to correct, and I definitely see what Charlo needs to correct. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to come forward and not allow Castano to be the ring general in there and push him back to the ropes, because Castano wants to apply effective pressure in the high guard, being smart, moving his head, feigning a lot, and making sure Jermell is uncomfortable and not willing to throw a lot of punches. And if he has the same type of game plan in the first fight, he's going to have a good chance to win. But I just think he's going to have to be a lot more busy throughout the round instead of just waiting the last minute to try to steal rounds and catch up. So that's all I got. Y'all give me y'all thoughts on this fight. Who are you picking? I got Charlo beating Brian Castano. I think he's gonna if he hurts Brian Castano this time, he's gonna get him out of there. I don't think Brian Castano is going to be able to survive this time, because there were some really bad moments for Brian Castano and he barely got out of there. It was like one big shot away from him being asleep, for what, in my opinion. So I think Charlo got some fire behind him going into this fight, being that the delay, little fishy situation with the injury and his little accusations about delaying testing and whatever the case, man. But I think that Jermell's going to have some fuel. I think Brian Castano is going to have a tremendous game plan and is going to be coming in there to become undisputed world champ, man. Super welterweight, undisputed champion. This is huge, and I don't know if they are really giving him the necessary promo for this, man. This is some big champ shit, so it's flame of fame to both of these fighters. But who y'all got, man? PHP. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.